Welcome back to another episode of Game Audio Dev Reacts. My name's Adam and today we're going to be looking at Fallout New Vegas. Before we go any further, please make sure to like and subscribe to appease the algorithm gods. And yeah, the second season of Fallout is about to come out and I think what better time to revisit New Vegas than now. So let's get straight into the video. So yes, developed by Obsidian and published by Bethesda. This is the follow-up from Fallout 3, I guess the next game along in the series. Yeah, Season 2 of Fallout looks like it's going to be set in New Vegas, so yeah, I think it's a good time to cover this. Let's get straight into the gameplay and let's see what cool audio things are going on. Okay, so we are in the Mojave Desert here, and just immediately, let's listen out for the ambience. Just see what's going on. Immediately we can hear a lot of crickets and cicadas. Birds cawing. Wind howling sounds. Nice. I will say the sound design for this game is quite subtle, but it never feels distracting to me. It always feels like it fits in just well enough, you know? So you've got the rad meter there. That sounds like it's borrowed from Fallout 3, which, for some context, this game was created using the Fallout engine, I believe, and it was, I think Obsidian were given like a year and a half to make this entire game. There's a bunch of politics behind that. That's a different video for someone else to break down. But yeah, so yeah, we'll see a lot of like recycled assets, understandably. You know what? They're quite nice Foley sounds there. Ooh, is there a mixed difference between third and first person? In fact, we are gonna turn the music off just for now. Oh, okay, so they've got like different mix settings. I like that the footsteps can be adjusted as well. That's nice. Doesn't sound like there's any mix changes there. Without the music, it does feel very empty, doesn't it? I think because the music usually plays such a big role in these games. Some like magma, lava sort of bubbling sounds there. Yeah, I think the music plays a pretty substantial role in the mix of the game here. So that sound there, really iconic. That's like a Geiger counter, I believe. That sort of radiation clicking sound there. Ooh, absolutely classic. So yeah, the VATS system also returns in this game. Bit of interactive music there, so we're clearly in combat. Really cool slow-mo effects there. So usually they'll just pitch those effects down, like the entire master bus will just be pitched down in those cases, which makes total sense to do it that way. You kind of lose some of that top end frequency from doing that, but there's an argument to be made that those frequencies don't exist in high fidelity and slow motion. That's a topic for another day, but this is brutal. Yeah, I thought it'd be quite nice if there was a different mix state for being in third person. I think that could be a cool opportunity. You can actually change how far back the camera is, so I guess that opens up a small can of worms there. I know there's some stuff here, but we are actually just going to pass straight through that so we can head straight to New Vegas. There's no chance. Let's go. Must say I'm a big fan of the level design of these giant vast areas. Like clearly this statue of these two people holding hands is like drawing you towards it. It's such a good way to sort of softly guide the player on where they should probably go, you know? Really like those UI sounds there.
Coming from the north? Must be crazy to brave those roads.
Really well recorded VO for all of these games, I must say. They're really, really like top-notch voice acting.
Outpost. Mojave Outpost. Watching a lot of nothing feels like a big Brahmin pen for caravans. They've been stopped for a while.
Maybe the music's a little bit too prevalent, a bit too loud here, but that's nitpicky, to be honest.
I think there's trouble in Nipton. No traffic from there on the roads. And while I can explain that away, the smoke from the town I can't. I'm sure it's been hit. What I need to know is if
Little
they
inconsistency
survived
with the VO
Might be
there, a
powder
little bit of
gators with all that
roominess,
smoke in the air.
bit of reverb
If there's
maybe,
anybody
but
left, they'd
it
be
sounds
in the
like
Nipton
natural
Town Hall.
boominess from
Go there. Check
the
it
room
out.
it was recorded
Let me
in,
know what you find.
to be nitpicky. I love those sounds there. There's like objective sounds. Really nice. Yep. As we're progressing to a later part in the day, we're hearing those sort of evening cricket sounds start to come out a little bit more. Sounds like the music is taking a bit of a tonal shift as well. We're hearing like shakers and... What's that? Sitar? I don't know. Sounds really cool. The wind layers are coming in a lot more. It's really selling that sort of nighttime ambience, and that sort of came out of nowhere, really. I gotta say as well, I really just sort of forget that I'm playing a game sometimes when I'm playing this game, and I don't really think about the audio. It's just so immersive. I can't tell you why. I feel the same way about Skyrim as well. Like, basically a bunch... Whoa.
Like that.
Whoa. Really nice UI sounds there, like objective sounds. Yeah, it really sets that really creepy post-apocalyptic sort of tone, you know? I think they did a great job with those. Nice little sounds there. Sounds like there's no pitch variation or anything on them. Yeah. So we notice there's some filtering going on there with the wind from outside. So we're clearly inside. Whilst there is, you know, these holes there and whatnot, we're hearing the wind is like clearly represented as being filtered because we are inside, out of the wind. Let's try the physics again. Okay. Okay, so we're hearing the flag sounds there. It's quite an annoying sound to work on normally, I'd say. Good job there. Sounds a little crinkly, but that's fine. It's more of a concern that I'm not really hearing this water at all. Okay, quick disclaimer. The video is getting really long, so I've had to film it the next night instead. So, we are so back, and for the purposes of just seeing as much of the environment as possible and as many of the later game sounds, I've turned on God mode, just because let's see the full thing. I'm currently having a fist fight with a death claw. Let's jump straight into it. Oh, he's out, right, I'm going to run while I've got the chance. I'm just trying to get to New Vegas. Oh, it's that way though, isn't it? Oh, no. Oh, where is he? Come on, buddy. Hopefully there's no more of them. Hopefully these people are friendly. Okay.
Any lawman that comes after me won't have it easy.
Oh, shucks.
Over here! Come on!
Sorry, guys. Oh my god, he got one. He got one hit. Oh jeez. Oh my god. You don't want the smoke, sir. Okay, let's keep going. Oh god, he's resurfacing. He's so dazed. I'm just gonna go. Okay. So we're not hearing too much ambience change there. It's quite static cicada sounds. Cicada sounds throughout the ambience environment here.
Knows what he's doing.
Ooh, actually, you know what?
Man, Doc Kemp really fixed me up right the last time I got shot. He's the man to see if you need some fixing.
Nice touch there with the mouth was covered for the VO delivery. Oh yeah, let's go.
Howdy, partner. You come for a piece, haven't you?
So aside from the music, the ambience doesn't seem drastically different. Now that is a silenced pistol, isn't it? Oh my god. Okay, let's go inside. Okay, so as the other places were the same, we're hearing like a 2D ambience. So no matter where we're looking, the ambience sounds like the people going woohoo in the background. They're all sort of locked on in the same spot. So if we listen to that for a sec.
Gamora is always open for business.
That person was talking spatialized. But the other sounds, yeah, they're not. Forgot. So I'm hearing this, and I was thinking, as you go from one room to another, you're not really hearing much occlusion, or any occlusion. It sort of just sounds like the things that have audio are just almost, there's like an audio sound emitter placed onto it, and that's as deep as it goes. However, as I'm going through here, it's muffled. However, I think they've done kind of a clever thing there. It doesn't sound like it's progressively getting more muffled as you go away, which would make sense. It's also a 2D ambience still. So I think what they've done is, as soon as you travel across this point here, it uses the same asset, but it removes that filtering. So you hear it sort of ducks down, becomes more muted. Because the ambience hasn't changed when we go into this room, for example, which is a bathroom, which would be way more reflective, but yeah, we're not hearing any of that. But yeah, again, it does the job. I'm hearing that these doors are phasing as well as you open them. So it's playing a couple of sounds at the same time, basically. Yeah, so we're hearing the sort of same ambience layers here. It's very stripped back. We're hearing sort of like the same assets used for everything. Okay, let's go and visit some other places and see what the audio brings there. Ooh, that shotgun sounds really cool. I would have thought I'd be hearing it louder though, to be honest. Like the shotgun, I think the weapons could be sort of bumped up in volume. Currently it seems like the voices are a lot louder than the weapons. I'm not hearing any area-specific reverbs either. Oh gosh.
I'm out of here!
Good idea. So we're hearing those ambiences aren't changing depending on what action is going on. So for example, you could hear the people, like the non-playable characters, screaming when there was gunshots just there. But of course, the sort of casual laid-back ambience layers with talking in it didn't respond to that at all. So obviously, in the circumstance, they would hear the shotgun shells. So again, it's one of those. It's a detail.
Stay the fuck
Whoa.
away from here. I'm gonna make mid.
Oh my god. Let's take everything.
Shit right there.
Okay, so we are in Jacobstown, and I'm noticing there's, of course, a lot more snow and whatnot up here. So you're hearing a lot more wind howling and a lot more sort of snowy elements from the ambience, which is nice. A lot more spooky elements, some owls hooting there. I'm not sure if that's just because it's at night, though, to be honest. Really low rumbly sounds there. Nice change in environment. So we're hearing some sort of some growling sounds there from the super mutants. It sounds kind of like a low sample rate sort of dog sample, I'd say. That's the sort of vibe it's giving me. Some wood creaking. Nothing's really being occluded, so I'm struggling to hear what's my footsteps and what is coming from somewhere else. Yeah, especially with such a populated area, it's really difficult to make out what's what, I'd say. Okay, so we're inside the Charleston Cave here. I'm hoping for some really different sounding ambiences or something that's just a little bit different than what else we've heard, you know. Okay. There's some what sounds to be reverberated rattlesnake sounds. We're hearing some dripping sounds there as well. Those rattlesnake-esque sounds are very directional, which is nice. We're hearing that spatialized as opposed to this. Oh my god, okay, right, it's a nice. Okay. Ooh. Really woofy reverb there. Oh, I've also had to turn the music off just because there's a bunch of, like, copyright tracks in New Vegas, so... Yeah, no reverb on those weapons there. I do wonder why in that case, because there's games much earlier than this that we've heard reverb on at least the weapons. So again, we're hearing the footsteps in the water, but we're not hearing the water itself. So we're not hearing any impacts as well when you shoot like explosive rounds into water. No like water kick-ups or anything like that. That's also something I'd probably expect. If the weapons have different surface types, you would expect like water, big bodies of water to be one of them. Just because it sounds really cool. It's a really cool and nice touch to have in there. Ooh, Bloodborne Cave. Please. Yep, so we are... Where are we now? We're roughly near, like, sort of this area, the Monte Carlo Suites area. Again, in terms of audio, we're kind of hearing a lot more of the same. Again, I mentioned earlier about the time it took for the development of this game, and it makes sense why we are hearing a lot of recycled assets. It seems like every area we go to, we're hearing mostly the same, with maybe one or two things different. And I think in terms of audio, it seems like it's a very, like, you're getting coverage on everything, but you're not getting that, like, extra details. To most things, I would say, things seem to be, like, really bare bones and sort of stripped back, I think, especially compared to some of the later editions in the franchise. Like, Fallout 4 has a lot more in terms of features. Obviously, it came out many years later, but Okay, we're probably going to call it there. Overall, I'd say the audio isn't the standout for me with this game. I think everything has a sound. It sounds like there was a bunch of development hell, so they weren't able to get as much coverage as maybe they wanted. But yeah, it's a great game. I just probably wouldn't lean on the audio being like the best. But with that being said, thanks so much for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe to appease the algorithm gods. Recommend any other games you want me to check out down below, and I will see you next time.